And welcome into the second episode of the Georgia Only Challenge here on Madden 23. First episode, we had a little bit of pre-game kind of stuff that we went through, like actually creating the team, announcing the team. And then we went through the first, a little less than half of the first season. And we are 2-5. You know, we're doing okay. As soon as Matthew Stafford came back, we had a couple good wins. And we've had a lot of close losses. I would say at least, I want to say it's 3 of our 5 losses have been one-score games. So we're close to at least being a mediocre team, middle-of-the-road team, around 500 kind of team. But we're just not quite there yet. And with us being in Week 8, I want to start with a trade that I think could be huge for this franchise. Now, I had said several times in the previous episode that trading for Davis would be impossible year one because was a hidden dev and is a rookie. But I did check, and it's possible. But before we go to the trade menu, I want to remind you again with the draft class we are dealing with. And it's not a great one. There are 8 total Georgia players, meaning Georgia, Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Georgia Southern. I think West Georgia or Georgia West or something was even an option we saw. Not in the draft class, but a player on the team. So this is our draft class. It's not very good. We have 1 player projected round 1 to 2. No one round 1 or top 5. And that player is Brandon Kellum, a left tackle, and we do have a need at tackle. Currently, one of our starting tackles, I want to say, is a 66, maybe 68 overall. So we could definitely try to upgrade there. Kellum here is strictly a pass protector, 6'5", 306, 22 years old, out of Georgia. He does not have a lot of strength, decent to solid, which puts him at best mediocre, middle tier. However, he does have a good amount of strength or a good amount of speed and pretty good agility. He's an agile pass blocker. And that is very much what he is just a pass blocker, with all of his pass blocking ratings being an A rating. A grade? Grade sounds better. The run blocking, I would imagine run block will be a C to match the other run block rating. So he looks solid. I don't think he's going to be a high round 1. And with us being a 73, I think, overall team, I don't imagine us having a very low pick in the first round. I expect we're going to have a high first round pick that potentially we could trade down with. Now, Davis is currently on the Jaguars, so we could try to trade for him. And when I click on the button to just get offers, as long as it's the same as we saw before, it is, they're asking for a current 2, future 2, and a current 7. Now, that could be a lot to give up, but we know at this point Jordan Davis is a superstar development defensive tackle. And our defensive line is super weak, with our 2 best players being, I want to say, 33 years old for both of them. So we need to get younger, and this would be an instant influx of talent as well. We know that we only have 1 player going early in our draft class that we want to pick up, which is that tackle. So giving up a round 2, even a future round 2, I think will be perfectly fine. We have 2 round 2 to 3 kind of guys in this draft class, but it's a cover linebacker and a running back. Both positions I don't think we need to address. We have a lot of young linebackers, and we have the younger brother to Dalvin Cook at running back, and a couple other guys as well that I think would be solid backups. So both of those positions I don't think we need. With our early first round pick this year that maybe we could trade back in this draft class, maybe pick up a future 2, maybe drop back mid-round, be able to still get that tackle and pick up a 2 next year, we might be able to make up this trade entirely and bring in a generational kind of athlete at the defensive tackle spot. So we're going to start off with a trade for Jordan Davis. 100% I was wrong. Did not think we would be allowed to do this, but we did. And he's in instantly. But we are not done trading yet. I want to also pick up Mecole Hardman. If we take a look at his card, a couple of reasons why. First off being, he's 24 years old. Besides George Pickens, we don't have a single other receiver that is younger than 25, and any of the other younger guys are less than 70 overall. There's no one in the draft class besides one day 3 receiver, so I don't think it would be great to try to rely on that one receiver being someone who can make an instant impact. AJ Green, while he played great in that first episode, is 34 years old. He'll probably retire after this season, and we don't really have great depth at the receiver spot. Now, Mecole Hardman would fit a role that I don't feel like we have on the team, at least in the receiving group, which is a speedy downfield kind of guy. Mecole has 97 speed and 95 acceleration. His hands, solid. Route running could be better. Definitely need to work on his release if we want him to be a deep threat. But I think this is the only way we're going to find a significant upgrade at this receiver spot. And like I said, there's nothing really coming in the draft. So again, click on the buttons to get offers. And we see that the Vikings are looking at a current 3 and future 4. Future 4, I really don't feel like I normally find too many great guys in the mid rounds. And in a current 3, like we just talked about, there's not much that's actually in that range that we want. There's 2 to round 3 guys. It's the running back and the linebacker. We don't need them. This is the best way we're going to find instant impact. So we'll make this trade with the Vikings, and we'll bring in Mecole Hardman. So now with those additions, Mecole Hardman will slot in as the number 1 receiver, as he is our highest overall receiver. But whenever we go to the 3 receiver spread, or even more than that, anytime we have more than 2 receivers, he will drop to the slot role, as he currently has the worst out of the top 3 in terms of the release. So AJ Green will play on the outside, Mecole will slide in. Over on defense, Davis will be playing the DT or nose tackle spot in the 3-4. Whenever we go to nickel, he will also be out there with Houston in the middle, and the outside will be Floyd and Carter. However, despite those 2 upgrades, defense still sits at a 75 and offense still at a 73. We'll start by watching a little bit of the first game here against the Carolina Panthers, and it looks like their top threat is Jesse Bates. On the season, they have the 22nd offense in terms of points per game, but 2nd in passing yards a game and 19th in rushing yards a game. Their defense, a little bit below average, 20th in points per game, 16th in passing yards a game, and 26th in rushing yards a game. We're still kind of figuring out what it is that we do best on offense, so for now, we'll stick with the current playbook, which is Atlanta for both the offense and defense. But it's time to jump in here, and we will be going through the entirety of the rest of Season 1 this episode.
I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough, I'ma hate this. I'll show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take sh- I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should.
And we'll be starting on offense to begin this game as we come out with a heavy tight end set. So most likely we'll be seeing a little bit more of Mecole Hardman than we will Davis to start off with, but Cook down the middle for 4 to start the day. Make it 2nd and 6. And we'll follow that up going back under center, but a tight formation. Still Cook in the backfield. Be a play action here. Down the middle we go, and caught. Is that Mecole? I believe so. It is. First catch for him as a member of the Falcons, or in this case, more really of the Georgia-only squad. But we've seen some pretty good play from Matthew Stafford so far. We do know that if he throws multiple interceptions, most likely means we're going to lose that game. But a nice spin move there from Cook, and a little juke to avoid one more hit. He'll get 9 on the carry. Probably, I would say, his most effective carry so far. We saw him struggle a little bit with ball carrier vision, I would say, last episode. And that one swatted at the line, almost picked off by 58. Well, luckily hit the turf and will give us a 3rd and 1. Three tight ends to the top of the formation once again. We'll go right down the middle. Good blocking. Enough space to get the first down as we cross. Actually, we're already crossed midfield. Just a little bit closer to the 40. We'll now drop into shotgun with 2, maybe 3 receivers to the bottom. Stafford will throw down there. Caught A.J. Green at about the 35, marked at the 36. It'll be a gain of 6. Second and 4. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Stafford under center will drop back. Throw it all the way to the top. 1-on-1, but A.J. can't grab it. We'll bring up a 3rd and 4 bunch to the top. 1 to the bottom. Looks like that is the rookie to the bottom. Stafford sitting in the pocket. Pressure coming in and can't find Cook. But we're still sitting pretty early in this game, so let's jump out here. I want to go for it on 4th and 4. Just going to make a slight audible or more of a hot route. Go to the outside. A.J. Green wide open. We'll get the catch. Easy first down and scamper out of bounds at the 19. First trip inside the red zone on our first possession. Not too bad. We'll pop back out to the sim view here. 2 up top, 1 to the bottom. Also have the tight end off the line to the bottom. And we'll go to the bottom. A lot of bottom there, but first down catch by Pickens. Make it a 1st and goal at the 9. One very widespread defensive end at the bottom here. We have a lead blocker. Cook following him very closely. Will get us down to the 3. We definitely saw last episode, Cook loves running extremely close to his blockers, so we'll see if that helps out. Fullback dive, and what a run! McKitty, the 3rd string, sometimes 2nd string tight end, I believe that's who it is into the end zone. And now we'll see if our defense can have just as good of a first possession as our offense. First time seeing Davis out there as well. He is a big man sack. No, they get the screen off just in time. First down gain. It looks like about a gain of 12, 13 yards. Tua, the quarterback here for the Panthers, will find his running back with 2 blockers out in front. They set that play up very well. But they do have some pretty decent players on this Panthers team. Kyle Pitts, the tight end. Be a pass here for Tua to the top of the screen, and that is going to be a catch. Campbell in coverage, just a very well thrown ball. That was caught by Olave, who you could very well say was the MVP of the Ohio-only challenge. Hopefully we can do a decent job on him today, but not doing so well today in coverage is Campbell. Back-to-back catches given up. That time Corey Davis gets them inside the 30 to the 26 as they go I formation. Will be the first run, and good blocking. Davis not quite able to get up there in time, but does okay. Be a gain of 5. He is a superstar, so expect him to be making some good plays as we come out double A gap look here. And we're there, sitting well the whole time. Tackled by Dean. We'll force a 3rd and 3 at the 19-yard line. So inside the red zone for both of these teams on their first possession. Stretch to the bottom. Nice pursuit there by Dean, but where's that spot? They do mark him shy. We've put together some pretty good linebacking cores in the group of these challenges. Hopefully another one here with the Falcons. There's a lot of young guys. I expect them to develop well as the Panthers will put 3 on the board. And as we have a lot of time to get through in this episode, jump to a quicker sim here. 2 back-to-back, I think, 8-yard plays knocked away by the defense. Al-Shair? Not exactly sure how to pronounce it. Throw away by Stafford, 2nd and 10 as we are at the start of the second quarter. 3-yard loss and another throwaway. So drive stalls about midfield. Punt it to the Panthers. They'll get a gain of 4. Followed by a gain of 3, so a 3rd and short. Gibson definitely gets that, double the yardage needed. And another big chunk here, I don't want to say another, but Houston getting back there, playing a little bit of the interior pass rush for us in that nickel formation. 3rd and 11, throw it away. Both of these defenses getting the stops when they need it. And as we're starting fairly far back, let's jump in on this drive, see what the offense can do. If we could widen this lead a little bit, would be nice. Quick pass and just a little bit mistimed there between Stafford and I'm not sure who the receiver was. Maybe Pickens? Will be a play action here. Stafford has time. Throw it deep to the outside and in pretty tight coverage. Once again, not able to find his guy. It'll be 3rd and 10. We've seen Stafford the past couple games struggle with a good completion percentage, sitting around, I think, 50-55. We'll find Pickens and couldn't quite get there. It'll end up being about a yard shy, so we'll have to punt it away. And they'll be starting close to midfield. Gain of 6 on 1st down. Another gain of 6, this time to Kyle Pitts. We'll give him a 1st down. Into plus territory they go. And definitely now into plus territory with Valdez-Scantling getting a catch of 14. Throw away by Tua. 2-yard rush by Tua, 3rd and 8. Knocked away by Tay Crowder. So he's still at least getting some play time. And they'll get their 2nd field goal. It's now a 1-point game. With about 3.5 minutes left before half, I would love to see a nice methodical drive here. Get a touchdown on the board and take the rest of the time off the clock. Run down the middle. Good job there from Cook. Could have been more, but the second defender comes in, brings him down. 6 rushes, 22 yards. Isn't awful. A little less than 4 yards a rush. Will be a stretch to the bottom here. Not a whole lot of space, but at least he fights through contact. It'll be another rush of about 3 yards. Set up 3rd and short. We go empty set. 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Stafford takes the snap. Goes underneath. Easy completion. That time Mecole with the 1st down. His 2nd catch. And 2-minute warning. So we've taken off at least a minute and a half to get close to midfield. Another empty set here for Stafford. Has guy underneath. That's where he goes. That's going to be Pickens getting close to the 50. And they'll actually mark him at the 50. Definitely thought he was a little shy, but a bit of a favorable spot there. 2nd and 3. A little over 1.5 minutes now. Get rid of the ball, and he will off the back of his own offensive lineman. I want to say that was the right tackle Carpenter, who may be a rookie, maybe a 2nd-year player. 3rd and 3. Pass rush coming in, and Hendrickson hits home. Not as fun saying that this time around. He was a part of our Florida-only challenge and played really well. Our special team unit does us a favor and really pushes back the Panthers, starting at the 17. They'll have about a minute, 20 seconds, 3 timeouts. First pass goes to Pitts, gain of 8. And they will let the clock run. Actually, they only have 2 timeouts. Don't remember when they used their last one, and almost a great catch by Olave, but Campbell comes back. Actually, no, that wasn't even Campbell. I can't remember who our other corner is. Whoever it was did a great job knocking that one out. 3rd and 2, pass behind the receiver, but still caught 1st down. Timeout. With 58 seconds left, they have one more chance to stop the clock, at least with the timeout. They could get out of bounds. Motion the running back out. Empty set now for Tua. Quick pass across the middle, caught. Solid hit there from Dean. Pitts gets another gain of 8. Sit a little under 45 seconds left in the first. Another pass across the middle. They're definitely not afraid to use the middle. It's worked well for him so far. Still have that one timeout, needing probably about 10 more yards for a field goal attempt. And to the outside, they get that about 10 yards. The clock's still running. They did not get out of bounds. And there's the timeout with about 2-3 seconds left before half. They'll send out the field goal unit. It would be about a 51-yarder. This one is back. Kick is up. Looks accurate, enough distance, and they will take a 2-point lead going on into half. None of these teams really able to do much. 1 touchdown scored by us, 3 field goals for the Panthers, and that was it. Not a whole lot of yardage, just simple play. Both teams only 35 rushing yards. Let's start working our way through this 3rd quarter. First play, throw away for Tua, then a 3-yard loss will bring up 3rd and 13. Tua gets 5, but doesn't help him out too much. They'll have to punt this one away, and we'll get pretty good field position to start off with. However, minus 3 yards on 1st down, not great. We get 9 with Pickens, making a more manageable 1st down, and Pickens gets 18. We've seen him get some good chunk plays here and there. We just needed to see it a little bit more consistently. Another 3rd and 8 here, knocked away by Campbell, and we'll take the field goal. This time it's good. We'll have a 1-point lead, 10-9. Not a lot of points in this one. Campbell with a 5-yard penalty. I guess maybe he jumped off sides. Or maybe a lot more, maybe pass interference. I don't know. Weird scenario there. Gain of 7. First down with a gain of 5, 15 yards. Corey Davis gets him inside the 25. Now about at the 20. Definitely inside the red zone now. Defense not doing too well this drive. That's the word I was looking for. 3rd and 3. Touchdown Corey Davis. They take a 6-point lead. No, 7-point lead. Tua runs it in. Okay. Well, offense still looking a little sluggish out there. Defense to this point hasn't played awful, only given up 17 points. They've allowed some field goal opportunities, but nothing crazy. As we start here with a gain of 9 off the pass play. Start with a bunch to the bottom here, and it's going to be a read option with Matthew Stafford. Why would you run that? Maybe try that if it's like a playoff game and you just want to surprise a team. Stafford has, I think, 73, maybe 75 speed, so has something, but not enough to be running that. Luckily, we get the first down through the tight end. We'll keep this drive alive as we go I formation. For some reason, I really wanted to say ace, even though it's clearly not. Plenty of running room there for Cook, and he can't stay on his feet. Only averaging 2.9 yards a rush today. Need to see an improvement there. There is a stigma in the sim kind of universe here that you have to have a running back who's 80 plus overall if you want to see him have good production. But as we head into the fourth quarter here, that's maybe proving true. We know with the Florida only challenge, we had a backup running back who was like a 68, 69 overall, and he played very well. But maybe that's just because he was a backup. Cook hit the hole. That should have been a gain of like 20-something yards instead, 3rd and inches. It's got to be his ball carrier vision, maybe awareness, that is causing some of the weird rushing we've seen from Cook. He has the potential, though, so we're going to keep feeding him the ball. Nice pass here. We'll find A.J. Green, who's not down, still up, and is just getting slammed around. Finally called down at the 40. Matthew Stafford is 14 of 25 on the day, so not spectacular in terms of completion percentage. And there's going to be another incomplete pass. Just a lot of very tight coverage. Not really getting much separation on any of these routes. We'll go with a run, get by the first guy, not able to. Solid tackle, though, by number 42. So I'll bring up a 3rd and 9 shotgun look for us. 2 tight receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Stafford in the pocket had plenty of time and goes short to A.J. Green. That actually ended up being a loss of 1. And we're going to be punting from here. Q really can't hit about I guess it would be a 56-yarder. Good punt, though. Down at the 19. Could be maybe a little bit better, but still not bad. See if our defense can get a quick stop here. Gain of 3 on first down. Gibson gets 4, making it 3rd and 3. And Gibson gets 19, so definitely not a quick stop. Corey Davis forward for a gain of 8. Gibson with another first down run. This time in plus territory as they don't get any yards on that play. And a sack by Lorenzo Carter. Should get them out of field goal range, and indeed they punt the ball back. Defense gets the stop. Now with a bit over 3 minutes left, let's jump in here with this offense. I want to run a drive with them. See if we could get ourselves back into this game. Have a receiver coming across the middle. Nice job. Simple completion. I don't know if to say simple completion, but a completion to Pickens. As we sit with about 2.5 minutes left, needing a touchdown to tie this game up. We still can run the ball. Cook forward, breaks through 1 tackler, quickly tackled by another. Go into a bit of hurry-up offense here. It's flop side of the field here. I want to see if we can get Hardman down the seam. He has a lot of speed. See if we could use it, and plenty of separation. Does Stafford have the throw right on the money? Hardman touchdown in his first appearance as a member of this Georgia-only squad. I don't think there was a single defender within about 10 yards of him when he caught that ball. Really nice throw from Matthew Stafford. You expect that from the vet. Just right on the money. Doesn't have to slow down at all. On the run into the end zone. But can the defense give our offense the opportunity to win this game in regulation? Or do we send it into halftime, wow, overtime? Or can the defense even put the game away themselves? Force a turnover? Scoop, score, pick six? Never know, would be nice. Got a 2nd and 5 here, empty set for the Panthers. 3 up top, 2 at the bottom. To a quick throw, we'll find Gibson who comes back, but they still give him the first down. He was clearly a yard shy, but they give him some forward progress. Quick toss, Olave. He's good. He's definitely good. If you are starting a franchise, get yourself some Olave. Nice pass break up there. I am not sure who knocked that one free, but whoever it was, great job. Maybe Baker. It was Baker. He's our slot corner. Nickel corner, I guess you could say. Nice pass break up there. Is that Tay Crowder? I believe that was. He's had a couple good plays today. 3rd and 10. We need the stop here. Tua. Cross the middle and caught. First down inside the 35. Timeout called. Haven't seen a whole lot of a pass rush today when Lorenzo Carter has done a really good job in the past couple weeks being consistently in the backfield. Nice tackle there by Crowder. Timeout called once again. There is 1 minute and 8 seconds left on the clock. Defense has to either force a turnover, get the stop here, force the field goal, and offense won't have much time. We also will probably be using our last timeout as we do here. So 3rd and 6, you have to get the stop here if you want any chance of winning this game. Double A gap look for us. 3 tight ends set for them. They'll go a stretch to the bottom. We have a couple guys there, and we will get the tackle. We will force a field goal attempt, which will keep us in this game, kind of. With about 22 seconds left, they'll kick this field goal. So our offense will have about 18 seconds, if we're lucky. And that field goal is good. They go up 20-17, and we definitely will have a little less than 18 seconds. And once again, I'm going to come out here with the offense, mostly because I know with no timeouts, all this team is going to do is just throw Hail Mary attempts, and that's not what we're looking to do here. Get to the outside, Pickens with the catch, and out of bounds, moves us a little bit closer, up to the 39. Now 9 seconds left on the clock. We have to get down the field if we're going to have a field goal attempt. Hardman on the run, but can't find the ball because it's picked off. What a way to end. Woods with the INT. We went deep to our new receiver, our fastest guy out there. Defense just made a better play. We've come close several times this season, but just haven't been able to put together that final drive to tie a game up, send it to overtime, or to take a game late. Could we maybe have tried to go with another quick out route, maybe try to get 2 more quick out routes, send out the field goal unit? Possibly. We did have Pickens going on another out route on that last play, just thought with a 97 speed receiver, Stafford still has a pretty good arm. Figured we'd give it a shot. And the losing streak continues after the Panthers game. We lay a goose egg 24-0 versus the Chargers, who have just as poor of a roster as we do, at least overall speaking. We're both very similar of a low to mid kind of 70s spot. We also dropped the second game to the Panthers 24-10, and the Bears beat us 31-17. None of these games were one-score games. Won't take a look at all the stats, but how did we not put up any points against the Chargers? In this game, Matthew Stafford, no touchdowns, 1 interception, 126 yards, sacked 3 times, and completed 58% of his passes. The rushing department was okay, 3.6 yards a carry for James Cook, no touchdowns, no fumbles. Receiving game was a good game for George Pickens, 120 yards, but no touchdowns anywhere in sight. And on defense, Nakobe Dean led us in tackles. And we had a 2-way tie with tackles for loss, 2 for Justin Houston, and Jordan Davis also had 2. Floyd and Carter each had 1. And we did see a combined or a total 2 sacks, 1 for Floyd and then half for Houston and Gotsis. Still, I forgot to look up how to pronounce that name, so I might be still pronouncing it wrong. But just nothing there, and we couldn't even get close enough for Young Hoku to attempt a field goal. So I don't even know what happened there, but it doesn't really matter what happened with these games because they were all losses. So we're sitting week 12, about 3/4-ish of the way through the season, and we are set to play against the Washington Commanders, who are 8-3. They have an 88 offense, 83 defense. They have really, really good players on this team. And I want to watch us play at least some of it just to really see if we can make a close game versus some top-end talent. So let's jump on in. And we'll be starting out on offense for this one, and hopefully we can put together a good first drive. We've seen the team typically have some good first drives, but then past that, not much. So the script off the get-go works well. Just past that, we're not able to put things together. We'll start with 12 yards to the tight end, then follow it up by going under center with the I formation. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. It'll be a drop back, quick slant caught. That is Mecole Hardman, gain of about 8 yards. He is currently sitting just shy of 800 total on the season, so he could be close to it, if not pass 1,000 yards on the season. Granted, he didn't play the full season with us. But we get the first down here, but a flag is down. And that sounds good to me. Roughing the passer on Malcolm Rodriguez. We'll take it, get some extra yards. Down to the 36 as we surpass midfield. Will be a pass here from Stafford. Has a guy open up top, Mecole Hardman gets the catch, cuts up, and another about gain of 8 yards. Stafford completes his first 4 passes. I want to say a total of 31 yards. 2nd and 2 will be a handoff down the middle. Goes Cook. Will get the first down, break a tackle, try to get to the outside, but couldn't escape every defender. It'll be a gain of 4. As we get inside the 25, at the 24, bunched to the bottom of the formation. Will be a pass from Stafford to the bottom, caught. That's the tight end Woner with the first down to the 13. This is exactly what I was saying at the top of the game. You know, first drive goes pretty well, script works, but then past that, can we continue the success? Cook, you know, I will say at least he doesn't go down on first contact. However, is he gaining a lot of yards after breaking contact? Not so much. Another pass here from Stafford across the middle, and that one's intercepted at the 1, touchdown at the 2. Just a slight inaccuracy, and it goes right into the basket, I should say, of Tart. Well, we were close, but close doesn't count in game football. So 1st and 10 for the Washington Commanders. Lamar Jackson, the quarterback, and he hands it off to Aaron Jones. That's who it is. I knew they had a good quarterback, good running back. I would imagine they should have some at least decent receivers. And caught. Is that still Jones? It is Jones. Be a 3rd and 4. Doesn't look like any of their receiving targets are a star or superstar, or I should say superstar or X Factor, but that's a wide open receiver. Number 39 couldn't quite keep up with him. That's going to be a first down for the Commanders by Lockett. So they definitely have at least a good receiver, maybe a little bit past his prime at this point, but still a really good receiver. Be a run down the middle here for Jones. We'll get forward for about a gain of 5. And on 2nd and 5 shotgun set, Lamar will hand it off once again. Jones gets to the outside, but not able to get away from Crowder and Dean. Be a gain of 2. 3rd and 3, empty set, bunch to the top, 2 to the bottom. Lamar, quick pass to the top, and no one covering Jones will finally bring him down at the 43. I felt like by this point they'd be past midfield, but keep forgetting that they started deep in their own territory, but now throwing deep, 1-on-1, and what a catch! Anderson, Robbie Anderson is going to have that catch on Campbell? That's not very good for us. 1st and goal Under center goes Lamar. Backup running back's in, but it's going to be a pass to a wide open receiver. Lockett, touchdown. Let's jump into a little bit of some quicker sim. Okay, well, the two combined, good. 8 yards, 1, and then 7, and then a drop by Mecole Hardman. Second drive ends very quickly. See if the defense can get anything going on their second time out there. First down rush there from Jones. Sacked by Lorenzo Carter. It's been a few games. Nice to see him back there. Robbie Anderson gets 7. A penalty on Trent Brown. 3rd and 18, and Robbie Anderson has a 71-yard touchdown. That's great. That's great. Now, granted, we know this team is a work in progress. We have a lot of young guys, and then some of our starting spots are old veterans who could possibly retire, if not severely regress, going into next season. So, as I had talked about in the first episode, year one never goes very well. And considering we've only had 2 wins, makes sense, and we're running read options to Matthew Stafford. Oh, loss of 2. So 3rd and 11. We'll come out empty set. 2 receivers up top, the rest to the bottom. Stafford has some time. We'll go across the middle, caught, first down. That goes to Pickens at about the 40. I think this team, more specifically the offense, is still looking for their identity. What do they do well, and what do they want to try to get better in? And Cook, you have to be able to catch that and just stay on your feet and get forward. You had plenty of space on the sideline. Instead, it'll just be a gain of 1. We have trips up top. We will go to the bottom. Nice catch there from Warner, the tight end, at about the 42. But it keeps the drive going here for us. We come out I formation. It'll be a stretch to the top. Got to see you cut that in a little bit quicker there, Cook. Be a little bit patient. Something he's definitely still needing to work on. But we've seen some decent play from Cook. He might just not be our number 1 kind of guy. He might be someone who needs like a tandem backfield pass rush coming in. And they're going to hit home in Ngakoue, bringing down Matthew Stafford. 3rd and 22. What do you got in the playbook for this? 2 receivers up top, 2 to the bottom. Also have the tight end down there. Might have just been 1 to the bottom, actually. Be a pass across the middle, caught A.J. Green. Still 8 yards shy. But what do we really have to lose? We only have 2 wins on the season. Not like we're in any attempt to try to get to the Super Bowl. So let's go for it. Hardman with a beautiful pass to the outside. First down inside the 20, inside the 15, marked at the 14. We know there's talent on this team, just have to find a better way of utilizing it. Bunch to the bottom, 1 up top. Looks like Cook in the backfield. He'll take the handoff. Down the middle he goes. Plenty of running room. Stretches for it. First down at the 3. That is the kind of play we're looking for. Good blocking up front. We have a pretty solid interior of our offensive line. We just have to utilize it better, as I had just stated. 1st and goal, bunch to the bottom. Stafford has his running back open, but doesn't throw it, and instead will take a sack and possibly a fumble. We at least fall on it. But Cowart gets back there for a sack. 2nd and goal from the 19. But it does look like they're going to review to see if it was a fumble. It's not really going to change much, just the stat sheet. He definitely wasn't down, but the offensive lineman recovered it pretty much exactly where it hit, so not much of a difference. But what that does do is allow us to have basically a free timeout. Catch our breath a little bit here and try to roll out. We have our tight end open in the end zone, and he drops that? We have to go into a replay of this, because how do you drop that? Stafford is going to roll to the right. He's open the whole time. We throw it to him, and he just has his back to the ball. And yeah, well, Warner, your tight end job is not secure. You might want to, get the easy touchdown grab. Instead, we'll have 3rd and goal. Do we want to go with the screen pass here? Probably not. So let's change the play here. Run actually the same exact play we just ran, but to the opposite side. And not much. Gonna step up, throw it late, and that is nowhere close to where it was intended. It's an interception. And that is why you need to catch the touchdown pass, Warner. And now I've seen some decent play from McKitty, one of our backup tight ends, so maybe he'll get some more play time. Big play from Jones will get them to about midfield. And then 3rd and 8, Lockett with 27. So definitely gets the first down there. Gesicki gets him inside the 15 and gets them into the end zone. We might just be simming out the remainder of this game. See if this team can at least put some points on the board before half. 13 yards to Mecole Hardman. 1st and 5. Guess there was a penalty. 29 yards Pickens. About 30 seconds left on the clock. James Cook gets him inside the 20. And pass knocked away by Haley probably. 2nd and 10. Get us close. 3rd and 2 at the 9-yard line. Can I get a delayed fade here from Kager? Actually covered that pretty well. Stafford going to need to roll out. Not a lot of time left on this clock. Going to pass it to McKitty, and McKitty gets the touchdown. He's going for that tight end 1 spot. And if he can continue to play well, good pass there from Stafford, gets the catch, actually holds on to it, trucks over the defender, ear hole shot into the end zone. That's what we need to see. And as we start the second half, Washington has the ball. They'll start 16 yards to Gesicki. Thrown away, 2nd and 10, 3 yards Jones. 3rd and 7, defense gets the stop. Need to see the offense put together a good drive here. 4-yard rush, Cook. 2nd and 6, throwaway, Stafford. Close, does get the first down with Woner. 22 yards Hardman. Gets us a little past midfield, throwaway, 2nd and 10, 3 yards Cook. 3rd and 7, Hardman back again, 13 more yards, first down, and an interception by Kyle Hamilton. Just can't keep the interceptions away. Dean knocks the pass away, -1 yard reception. 3rd and 11, we get the stop again. Do they kick the field goal? They do, and they hit a 60-yarder. No, they miss a 60-yarder. Maybe I should read a little bit better. See how we respond. Woner will get 6. 16 to Cager or Cager? I guess that could be another way. I haven't said it before, but I don't know if it's Cager, Kager, Cadger. It's something. Either way, it's a first down. 6 yards. Another 6 yards. 1st and 10, 13 Pickens inside the 5 and 1 yard rush. And a 1 yard rush by McKitty. 3rd and goal. Touchdown, James Cook. We're crawling back in this one. See if the defense can get one more stop here for us. Allow the offense an opportunity to try to tie this game up. They'll be starting after the touchback. So at the 25, although the ball's definitely in front of the 25. Be a quick pass to the outside, and that one you surely hope someone tips away. Instead, caught, 8-yard gain. We'll bring up 2nd and 2, another I formation. These two playbooks for these teams look very similar. It'll be a stretch to the top. We're there, but just can't quite find Jones, who gets forward to the 40 for another first down. 7 rushes. I feel like he's had more than that. 30 yards. He's definitely had some receptions as well. Empty set here for Jackson, who I haven't seen run much today. We send the safety blitz, and they find their tight end Gesicki with the first down, crossing midfield to the 42. And that will send us on into the 4th quarter. We're close yet again, but can we make the plays necessary to bring this game back and try to take a lead? 1st and 10 to start. Jackson in shotgun. Will take the snap. Quick pass once again, and wide open. They've burned us on that several times. These corners can play some press. Can we just play some press? Davis with those quick catches, burning the defense. 1st and 10 down to the 19 inside the red zone. Jackson, quick pass once again caught. We're just not doing well in man-on-man despite this defense being made of press man corners. Granted, the DBs have had 2 major injuries that have kept some of our better players out for this season, and Eric Stokes and Lewis Seen, and that is a nice grab back of the end zone. What you gonna do about that? We'll give the offense a possession here. If we don't end this with a touchdown on the board on our side of the board, then we'll go ahead and just sim on through. And what is that? His receivers aren't even trying. There's also been 3 interceptions on the day, so we all know how that typically goes for us. Empty set here for Stafford. Just, is there no one open? He's just going to eat. Okay, he'll throw the ball away at the very end. I feel like we've got to be getting some guys open. 3rd and 10, trips up top, tight end just off the line to the bottom. Stafford in the pocket, will throw to the bottom. There's Woner, so he's making some plays. Just really needed to make that touchdown grab. But he does give us the first down, keeping the drive alive here, keeping the game alive, and we need points about immediately. Be a run here from Cook and can't get by the defender. 36 with a nice stop. Probably see a good bit of passing, I would imagine, for the remainder of the game. 2 receivers either side here for Stafford, who's going to dump it off to Cook, turn up the field, break first tackler, and get about an extra couple of yards there. Solid play. Nothing great, but at least positive. We'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Same formation, just flopping the side of the running back. Stafford will take the snap. Quick pass and off the back of his tackle. We saw him do that in the previous game. 4th and 6. I'm going to jump in here. We need to go for this. So on 4th and 6, we're going to have 2 to the left and 1 to the right. A little bit of play action. Maybe try to draw down some guys. Allow someone to come open somewhere. How about we just chuck this one green with some space with the hands, and we have the first down inside the 15. That was only the 2nd catch on the day for Green. He's clearly not being looked at very much. I don't know if he's getting open or what. Stafford across the middle, caught. That is Hardman down to the 1. That will give us a great opportunity to at least get 1 touchdown back here, making it a 1-score game late. Cook is struggling for some stamina, but he gets the ball here. Good blocking, and he just falls into the end zone. He's like, get me to the sideline. I need the breather machine thing. What is it called? I can't even remember what it's called. He needs some oxygen. Well, we do find ourselves with that 1-score game. Defense just, you got to find a way to make the play. Will be a run down the middle. Jones, Dean was there, but it'll still be a gain of 6. We got to find a way to get that tackle quicker. We do have Dean as a focus player, so he's receiving as much XP as we can get him. Be another run here, and a good run from Jones. You saw the little subtle, I couldn't tell if it was a juke or just a cutback. That gets him a first. And right now, first downs are killer for us. As we sit with just over 3 minutes left. Bunch to the bottom will be a pass here from Lamar. To the bottom he goes, caught. And that's Gesicki who breaks the first tackle. That'll be another gain of 6. We at least get the tackle out of bounds, stopping the clock. We do have all 3 timeouts, but we need to get the stop on defense. 2nd and 4. Play action. No pass rush. Lamar is going to step up, roll to the bottom. No one's there, but he will throw late. Maybe cross the line, but that's caught. Touchdown if that was not thrown past the line of scrimmage. Robbie Anderson, is that who it is? Or was that from the previous game? I can't remember. But it doesn't matter. He passed that past the line of scrimmage. Just the split second of hesitation cost them what could have been the nail in the coffin. 3rd and 9. They still get the first down. Gesicki breaks the tackle too. We're at least going to bring him down at the 28. But we needed the stop there. We don't have time to allow any more points. They're already up 7. And it looks like they'll have 1 more play left before the 2-minute warning. We could get a turnover here. That would be great, but no, instead first down inside the 15, and an injury to one of their backup tight ends that will actually stop the clock 1 second prior to the 2-minute warning. So now, with 1 more play before the 2-minute warning, double A-gap look will drop back. Jackson with an open receiver. That's Gabe Davis. Not first down, gain of 5. I'm just so used to saying first down. 2-minute warning, though. So it's pretty much force a turnover or bust right now for this defense. 2nd and 5. Handoff down the middle. First down. We're starting to call our timeouts. But we got to force the turnover, and we know they're going to hand it off to, Aaron Jones. He's in. That pretty much is the nail in the coffin. So we could go ahead and quickly get through this one. Gain of 6 from Stafford, 17 yards A.J. Green. Sack by Robert Quinn, make it 2nd and 18. Thrown away, 3rd and 18. Thrown away, 4th and 18. Thrown away. Pretty much like this game. We've had several times where we've watched a game that was in grasp of us being able to come back, but just haven't been able to do it. Haven't been able to get the stop when we need to, or the points on the board when we had to have it. So that pretty much wraps the season for at least our veteran players. We'll probably start the younger guys for the remainder of the season. Make sure they're developing at least a little bit, as this team clearly needs to work on some things. And with the backups in, not much really changed. We had, some bad games where we lost by double the amount of points. Steelers 42-21. But then against the Saints, are one of the better teams in the league, we only lost by 1 point. And then lose by 3 possessions to the Ravens, 28-7. Have another close game against the Cardinals. And that leaves us here at Week 18, where we're just going to watch a little bit of the second half. See what some of these young guys can do. See if anyone ends up really making a name for themselves. And that'll round out Season 1. So, let's jump on into the game. And the score to start the second half is probably about what you would predict. 24-6 with the Buccaneers ahead. We're wearing our alternate throwback uniforms for both of these teams. We're wearing that not all black, but black helmet, black top, and the creamsicle has been brought back for the Bucs. So we'll see what we can do. Jake Fromm has been playing since the end of the last game we watched. Matthew Stafford, he's not going to get any better. We know what he is. We know who he is. So trying to get some development for the backup QB. But besides that, there's really not a whole lot of the remaining starters left on the offense. Most of the offensive line has been switched out. We do have McKitty in at tight end, and he gets us the first down. He's definitely fighting for that tight end 1 spot. Cook is still at running back, and you're still going to see a little bit of Pickens as well as Hardman. But besides those 3, it's pretty much all backups out there. Catch here for Pickens, be a gain of 5. 2 interceptions on the day already for Fromm, so a lot of turnovers for this team. Hard count, no one jumps. Quick pass, McKitty with the first down, crossing midfield, fighting through the tackler. That's what we need to see. This is the time to really try to fight for a chance to take over a spot next year, as there's a lot of spots that aren't certain, and that is not a good pass, but a flag down, they maybe will say pass interference. And indeed, that's exactly what it is on Josh Allen. So that'll give us a first down, passing midfield to about the 43. Yeah, 43. Be a pass from Fromm, caught Pickens, about a gain of 9 yards. 187 yards throwing on the day for Fromm. 4th reception for Pickens, only 23 yards though. He's definitely more of a short, medium receiver threat for us. At least currently, as we go all the way to the outside, Hardman, he gets the big chunk, plays down to the 17. And speaking of 17, Fromm is 17 of 25 or 26. And Hardman, with that catch, has 92 yards on the day. So he's definitely our number 1 guy as we go for him here. That'll get him close to 100. I think he needs a couple more yards. Make that 3 yards to be specific. 2nd and 5. Heavy tight end set here. Will be a stretch to the top. We have really good blocking, and Cook will walk in. Where has that blocking been all season long? We'll take it here, Week 18, getting some garbage time, at least of the season points. And to try to make things a little interesting here, let's go for 2. Try to draw things a little bit closer here, make it a 10-point game. And how about Warner? Off to the side, easy pitch and catch, and it will be a 10-point game, as long as our defense can keep it that way. So for this drive, we'll go ahead and watch it,
sim it,
try to get through this a little quick, and though I don't want this episode going any bit too long. -4, then +4. Make it 3rd and 10. And A.J. Brown gets the first down. Sack Lorenzo Carter. He is still playing on defense because he's not super young, but not very old. 29 yards. Another first down to A.J. Brown. Cordero Patterson will get 2. Then followed by 9. Another first down. 4 yards for Swift. Thrown away by Daniel Jones, and we'll finally get the stop. Monty Rice playing a little bit the last couple weeks. Field goal good. Does make it a 2-score game. 2 touchdowns, though, and we go up by 1. So coming back, not completely out of it, but definitely a stretch. From under center here will be a run. Down the middle, Cook runs through 2 defenders. Will get forward for about 4 or 5 yards. He's averaging just a little under 4 yards a carry. Does have that touchdown we saw in the previous drive. Some really good blocking. Bunch to the bottom here for Fromm. We'll throw to the top. Nice catch. Pickens, and then got lit up by the corner. Luckily, he holds on to it. But that will end the 3rd quarter. We need some more points. So we'll start 1st and 10. 2 receivers either side. Still have Cook in the backfield. Will be a run on play 1, and we'll get a few yards. Now on 2nd and 7, a tighter formation here with, I think it's Pickens to the bottom. And will be a pass McKitty underneath, about 8, not 8, that would have been a first down, 6 yards. Be 3rd and 1. Under center we go. Heavy tight end look here. And it will be a pass. Across the middle, caught. Mecole Hardman at about the 35. I was really hoping he was about to break that one off for a touchdown, but still take the chunk. Hard count, no one jumps. Yet again, pass to the bottom, caught. No, dropped. I believe Wims, perhaps? Definitely could work on some receiver depth, hopefully in the offseason. We'll see what all is available. Another under center pass here from Fromm to the bottom of the screen, and McKitty not able to hold on to it. Corner does a nice job of timing that up, knocks it away. We'll force 3rd and 10, trips to the bottom here. Fromm across the middle and knocked away. Miles Jack intended for Pickens. But on 4th and 10 at the 34, we're going for it. I would like to go for Wims here, maybe McKitty. We'll see what kind of levels play we get here. And how about McKitty wide open? Can get the catch, try to turn up and down at the 11. They say actually at the 12. Let's go with a little bit of some hurry up here. Try to get Pickens in the back corner. Can he hold on 2 feet? No! Really? I could have sworn he got both feet in. Oh well. It was a good decision. Pretty good throw to the back corner. He was just standing there one-on-one, just not able to keep the feet in. And that pass too far away from the tight end. Missed out on back-to-back, should have been touchdown plays. But we'll go again here. And no blocking. At least no one touched 94. Lowry is in for the sack. But we're still going to go for it because it doesn't really matter. 21 yards away. We could technically get a first down about a yard before the end zone. But Pickens, this time, feet are in. Touchdown late in this game. Trying to draw it. And how did he just glitch all the way over there? Okay. But that makes it a 1-score game. 6 points separate this team. Defense, it's now or never. Make a play. Pass to the top, and that's not how you make a play. The guy was wide open. If we can't beat Daniel Jones, it's not a good sign. Only bringing a rush of 3 here. We might need to look at the defense and offensive playbooks come the offseason, and a great job there from 81. Fights through to the defenders. Gets another first down for the Buccaneers. And that was Jonnu Smith, the tight end. He was also part of our last state-only challenge. Forgot the name for a second. Short pass, gain of 4. Goes to Cordero Patterson. About 3:40 left on the clock. Defense, need to stop here. Will be a delayed handoff, and Patterson with the first down. No, they actually mark him just shy, 3rd and inches. We're ever going to get a stop, now's the time to do it. Will be a pass across the middle and knocked away. Okay, Campbell knocks it free. 4th and inches at the 38. They are going for it. They're trying to seal the game here. Not exactly seal the game, but at least get it a lot closer to sealing it. Unless this is a quarterback draw, it will be a pass. Daniel Jones lone in the backfield, cross the middle, and an easy completion to number 11. First down at the 24. And we're... at least they can now kick the field goal. That would make it a 9-point game, I think. Yeah, 9-point game, which would make it a 2-score advantage. Defense has to force the turnover. But instead, completion. Number 11 again, close to the first down. And there's a 2-minute warning as well, so not much time remaining. Team really needs to force a big play here. I expect a lot of running for Cordero Patterson here on out. They also have Swift as well. Will be a run on first down, and he's just dancing. No one trying to tackle him. Davis didn't even reach an arm out. Expected more from him in the watched parts of this episode. Well, that leaves us at 1st and goal. We've called one of our timeouts, have 2 remaining. There'll be another run down the middle. Cordero Patterson not going to get anywhere. Dean, as well as I think Monty Rice, bring him down. Although I believe we're in our base package, so it's not Monty Rice, it's Tyndall, who just pops up at the top of the screen. There'll be a run this time, and Cordero Patterson ran away from the end zone, but our defense pushes him in. And we'll just go ahead and get this one on through as they went for 2. They got it. They just really wanted to separate from us, but some decent plays here on this drive. Sack from Josh Allen, 3rd and 16, 22 yards to Pickens. He's definitely made some plays here and there. Hardman with the touchdown. Team's at least trying here. We're making another 7-point game. Recovered onside kick by Tampa Bay. Pretty much will do it. I'll kneel it on out. So we end up not winning any games past the first 2 starts for Matthew Stafford. There was some promise there, but just in general, this team very much did not have an identity, and that'll be the main part of the offseason, I think, is deciding what the identity of this team is going to be, as well as trying to fill in some of the holes, build some solid depth, and just kind of go from there. Might need to also install a custom playbook like we did with the Florida Only Challenge, but there's definitely some work to do this series. But let's finish off this season by taking a look at the stats. Defense was 26 overall. The offense was 32nd. So the defense was a little bit better. The offense definitely was the worst part of the team, but altogether the team played poorly. As we could take a look here at the stats, how well was this split? Decently well. I mean, about 200 more plays for Matthew Stafford, and he had about 1,000 yards more than Fromm, about 100-ish more completions. But getting down to it, 18 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, not good. Fromm, 12 and 12, not good. Neither one of these quarterbacks had over 60% completion percentage, and they were both sacked a lot. In the rushing department, not an awful year for James Cook. A little under 200 attempts, 711 yards, did have 7 touchdowns, 1 fumble. That's not awful, and he definitely got a majority of the carries, with the next highest being 52 carries for Jerick McKinnon, 161 yards, 2 more touchdowns. In the receiving game, we actually had 2 receivers over 1,000 yards, so maybe we do need to lean more into the passing game. We'll see what happens with Stafford in the offseason. There is a little bit of worry with the quarterback situation. But Mecole Hardman, a little over 1,300 yards, 7 touchdowns. Pickens, a little under 1,100 and 4 touchdowns. And then from there, it was just kind of a mix of different players. Have 3 players all within that 500 to 600 range, including Javon Wims, AJ Green, and Charlie Woerner. It looks like actually Wims was our second most touchdown recipient with 6. AJ Green had 4, 2 for Woerner. McKitty had 5 though. And I think possibly next year we start McKitty over Warner. we'll see and probably play that position a little bit by ear, just to kind of play the hot hand there. And James Cook did have one receiving touchdown, as well as Cager, something like that, and Matt Breida. Blocking wise, Ben Cleveland, starting right tackle, gave up 20 sacks. He is the tackle I am looking to replace, hopefully in the draft, with our only available first round maybe kind of player. Jamari Sawyer, I think, has potential. He at least averaged less than a sack a game, but pretty close to a sack a game. But past those two, the rest of the line, they played really well. They're just on the older side. On defense, Tay Crowder led us in tackles, and I'm not sure if he'll stay a starter for us next year. It's a very tight group of middle linebackers, interior linebackers, so we'll see. Nakobe Dean very well could have led us in tackles, but he missed the first 3 games, but he's pretty close behind at 101. Justin Houston led us in tackles for a loss. I expect him to retire after this season. Lorenzo Carter had 13, Leonard Floyd 10, and Jordan Davis did have 10. So at least in the sim parts, we didn't see him do much while watching, but in the straight sim games, he seemed to be playing pretty well. Our sack leader was Lorenzo Carter, and he definitely had a really good year. Saw some improvement for him, which was much needed. Leonard Floyd was the next man up with 6.5, 5 for Houston, 2.5 for both I combined his names there. 2.5 for both Jordan Davis as well as Adam Gotsis. 2 for Nakobe Dean as well as Jonathan Ledbetter, who did get some play time later in the season. 1.5 for Crowder, 1 for Tyndall, and then half of 1 for Tyson Campbell and Darion Kendrick. But one thing we really didn't see a lot of, at least in watched games, was turnovers. Nakobe Dean did lead us in interceptions with 4. Tyson Campbell, Sean Williams, and DeAndre Baker each had 2, and then Kendall Vildor had 1. And the kicking game was fine. 14 of 16 on field goals for Young Hoku, 39 of 40 for extra points. So solid, nothing spectacular. And if you're curious, Camarda averaged 47 yards a punt. But that will end season 1, and it's about on par with what most season 1s are. You see some splashes here and there, but really that first season is just getting a grasp of where the team is, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and really go from there. So the first off season is the real big building block of this team, trying to fill out the holes on the roster, maybe make some trades, find out what scheme is going to work, where we're going to lean on offense, if it's run game, pass game. I think we go towards the pass game, but a balanced attack, I think, with this team could be really good if we could find out a way to make it work. So a lot to come. Make sure you stick around and subscribe if you're not already. Button is just right down there. Also right next to it, a little bell icon. You can tick that as well to be notified of when these videos go live. This series is posted every Wednesday and Saturday, with my traditional Madden franchise with the Cardinals posted on Monday and Thursday. So make sure you check that out as well. And before my voice gives out any more, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.